Hey guys, what's going on? This is Raven Eyes here, and welcome to the channel. So, I started tuning my car, and I figured, we might as well make a video about it, right? Thought it'd be fun. I don't know. Just gonna do it anyways. So we're in BeamNG, and the last few days I've been playing Race the Flood, and I've been having a hard time with my settings because I was spinning out, doing the most craziest things. I couldn't control my car. My force feedback felt really strong, and I didn't know why. I thought it was already set, but I guess it wasn't. Yeah, let's go over that. Let's go over force feedback. So here we are in the settings, and you want to go to controls, force feedback, and you'll click that plus sign if you don't have it. It seems like it's already set up for me, but if you have a direct drive wheel, pick wheel directs, and since it's closed out for me, I guess I can't play with it. Definitely want to pick your steering angle. That's pretty important. I have 1080, so I'm gonna really use the full steering angle for my wheel. You don't really need to. What's this? Normal, faster if needed. I guess I'll leave it the way it is. I'm not sure. Wait. Faster if needed. Race cars turn realistically quick. Trucks can reach full lock. Disabled if needed. Race cars turn realistically quick. Normal. Race cars turn okay, so doesn't say anything for drifting, but I guess if you have faster, I don't know, I think it's fine faster. I guess you'll feel more detail. I'm not really sure. I guess play with that if you want. Maybe if you feel too much. Trucks use larger angles while race cars use smaller angles. This means your connected steering wheel might turn too little or too much, depending on particular driving. Turn too little or too much. I'm not sure. I guess you just play with it and get a feel. Because it says race cars for all three, which is completely dumb. Linearity, leave that alone. I don't think you need a dead zone, but I mean, that's up to you. I guess if you have a gear-driven wheel, you might want a dead zone just because of that region is so it grinds a lot. It's crazy. I'm glad I upgraded to a direct drive wheel. So my strength was like pretty darn high. I think it was like 400, 500. I don't remember now, but I lowered it to 200. I even lowered it to 140 or even 50, which was really weak. So just definitely play with the strength. Read the instructions. So entry level is 350 to 500 with 1 to 3 newton meters of torque. I have 11 newton meters, so I went for high end. I think most wheels are in the high end right now. Like, I think the Moza R5 is like 6 newton meters torque, I think. It could be 5, but that's basically 200, and I have set to 200 also. I could probably go like for 140 or 150 or something like that for my wheel because I have 11 newton meters of torque. For the G9, for the Logitech G Pro wheel that I got. And you just, once you find your range, just play around the range and figure that out. If you don't have enough detail, increase the strength, and if it's too much detail, you can leave the strength if you like it, and hopefully you have like some filtering settings for your wheel. I don't like using the smoothing effects in game. I think they're terrible, but I'm not really sure. It's not like I played that many sim racing games. I used to have side acceleration strength right here, all the way to the max. And I had it to max, so that's probably why I had lost control of my car so many times on the last couple videos. So I dropped it down to like 5%, 10%, playing around. I eventually brought it down to 0. It's still, my steering wheel still shakes like crazy. But whatever. I'll figure that out eventually. Just gotta play with the settings and just play with it. Right now, I think my settings are good for just drifting, like getting into a drift. Trying to smoothen out the feel of it though right now. I don't use True Force. I turn that off in my wheel. I just don't want additional whatever details. I don't think I need it. But I think a lot of people say True Force feels good when it comes to like just normal driving. I think the last most important thing, I don't use smoothing here. Like I said, I would just use a filter on your for your app for your wheel or whatever software you use. I think this is the next most important thing, the frequency of your detail. Just read the instructions. You don't want this too high. I think it's set to automatic on default. I think I crashed a few times my game just because of how high the frequency was. But like if you feel like you feel nothing, or it doesn't feel like it's happening enough, like you don't feel like you like, say like there are like 20 bumps in the road and you only feel like 5 of them, maybe, I don't know. But I do feel there's more detail the higher the refresh rate, obviously. It's just like a monitor, dude, right? So I dropped down to 60 eventually. I went from like 1,000, I just kept slowly dropping it to like 60. And I think I had this lower too when I was, so this is all from yesterday. I had it like really low, and it didn't feel that good. And so I raised it slowly up to 1,000 and it felt good, but then it didn't. And also my game kept crashing, so I dropped down to 60 and I just played with settings after that. Oh, no. But yeah, if you don't have your wheel configured, just hit that plus sign and just play with your steering wheel. Just like I almost did with mouse steering. That would have been terrible, dude. I guess use response correction curve. You just definitely look up a tutorial if you need this. I have this off because I just play with the settings in game. But if you have maybe a lower end wheel, could definitely take advantage of this. But you're eventually going to create a file called the wheel.csv with an app. You know, go on YouTube and type in like fix ForceFeedBack in BeamNG or make it perfect or something like that. And there should be like tutorials about an app that you can kind of create a file. It kind of creates a curve for you once you, it's kind of like a LUT, but for your wheel. And it'll create a curve based on your wheel. And you'll go over correcting it with like a couple of apps like built-in game or stuff like that, but I don't feel like I need it. I just go on based on feel. But the most important thing is not your steering wheel, but your throttle, clutch, and brake inputs. So you definitely want to go here, and I don't think 1-to-1's that great, especially if you have like a entry-level wheel, setup. And when I was making my videos like earlier this week, What is this? Okay, yeah. So when I was making my videos earlier this week, like my throttle was so dramatic. Like I was from 0 to 6,000 RPMs just by a simple tap, and I didn't like that. So, you know, like I'm just gonna tap it right here. So I'll be like 6,000, like right here, right? And that didn't feel good at all. It didn't feel great at all. So it's usually at 1. If you want to lower this curve and make it less sensitive, increase the values. I have that too now, but you definitely don't want this. This is basically how my pedals felt like. This, it was so obnoxious. I hated it. I'm gonna cancel that and just play with that with your throttle, brake, and just the brake, and you know, clutch. You probably don't need to do it for clutch, but yeah. But with your settings figured out, you really won't know how your settings, if your settings are correct, until you get in your car. And I think the best thing to do is just get out like a drift car and just go to town and make sure you can control it. Yeah, now we're gonna go over, I guess, just me casually having fun now and tune this. But we have the the default setting for the new issue. I keep calling it issue. Ooh. The Ibishu drift setup. So I have that like at default, but I don't really like it that much. I just feel like I'm not turning in quickly enough. So when tuning your car, I like to put my tire pressures even. So I'm gonna do 28, both of them. And you're gonna activate live wheel data. So here's your front toe and your rear toe, and I already know what numbers I want. So I want like 0.05 for me for front toe, or maybe less, I don't know. And I think I want 1.15 for my front toe. And that's because I want negative toe, so I could corner better. So I believe I had at -5, and actually had rear toe at -5 as well. And these are percentages; they're not actual real values, so you need to keep that in mind. So these percentages might be negative, but it's positive down here. So here's rear toe adjust at -5%. If you look right here, it is at 1.7, which is relatively where I want it. And I have -0.5 for my front toe. And we're gonna see how that feels. And you know, I'm not a pro. I'm just a beginner. I'm still learning. Speaking of still learning, I'm still learning how my setup is. Yeah, okay, that's where I want it. And I'm in the handling circuit in BeamNG right now. I think it feels better, but I can't believe I messed it up though. So before I was making this video, I overwritten my like, you can save your setups in this game, and I basically overwritten it and I messed it up, so that's not what I wanted. Like I was pretty sad when that happened. Shoot, let's go over here again because I don't think I really showed it. So again, you just click live wheel data, and this was originally at 7%, and I brought it down to -5%. And this is a rear toe, is it? No, that's front toe. And I think it was at, I don't remember what it was. It was at 7%. So if I reset that, the values right here were at 0.12, which is positive toe. And I brought it down to -5%, which is not 5 like 5. It's -0.5. Rear toe on default was at -11, which is a positive toe value of 0.04, and I brought that to -5. Okay. So it was at -11%. I brought it to -5% as well, and that brought me to 0.16, 17, 18, around there. So that's relatively where I wanted it. What else? I think so when this is already tuned and set up, I'm gonna switch this to, if you're building a drip card from like stock, I think what you want to do is go to rear suspension. You can choose welded diff or limited slip diff. Switch. I'm gonna switch to the limited slip. Just in case. I don't know. See how it feels. You want to change the coilovers from whatever stock it is to race, so it's adjustable. And you want to do that same thing with the front. You want to get steering. You want to switch that to quick ratio steering. It's probably at the just plain steering. And you want to change your coilovers right here to race, and maybe the race sway bars as well for front and rear suspension. So that will give you adjustable anti-roll bar. And is there anything else? You can probably play with the engine and get more power from it from whatever stock. Obviously, we already have the drift model, so we're not gonna play with that. I think that's all you really need to do. For the top of my head, I'm not really sure. But after that, the general idea is softer rear for better grip in the rear and stiffer front, right? So you'll look at your spring rates and try to adjust. I think the default's already set pretty well, but now you can like throw your car and adjust your settings to how you feel like you want it. I think I originally had it at front spring. I guess I'll just leave that there. I don't remember how I had it. I really want to change it back to the way it was. So front anti-roll bar, I think it's pretty important to go over. If you find it hard to, like, if you don't think you're, if you think you're understeering too much, you just want to soften that up a bit for more grip, for more mechanical grip, I guess. I don't understand the physics, I just know that that's a thing. Where is it? I think maybe I had too much. So I'm gonna raise it to, I'm gonna stiffen it actually. Because I think I'm oversteering too much in entry. Ooh. I think that was just driver error. Let's make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm understeering actually. But I think it was oversteering a little too much. It depends on what you want to do. Like I mainly want to do like a little bit of drifting, and I mainly want to like a little bit of slip angle for toge. So I'm basically trying to make. Ooh, dude, I crash in that rail a lot. That specific rail. Yoke configs. What else? So I felt like my rear end wasn't really sticking out that much. So I'm gonna. What do I want? I'm gonna stiffen it, I think. Softer is more grip. Yeah, I guess so. Stiffer for less, more or less grip. Let's try more grip. I don't know if this is a good idea, but only one way to find out. Ooh, I don't like this at all. Yeah, I'm gonna put that back. I think. Ooh. So I softened the rear anti-roll bar. Go back to settings. Luckily we have like the reset button, so I'm just gonna bring it back to 20,000. I think stiffer, less grip, and it'll slide out more. I can't remember. I think so. So that'll help you sort of maintain your drift a little bit. I think. If you lower that, you might understeer a little too much. Earlier I raised this so I can, because I thought I had too much grip. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna reset that and I'm gonna try lowering this actually, see what happens. So there's more grip in the rear, and I reset that to the default in the front, and yeah, okay. Wow. I don't like it. This at all, but it is good actually, but for my skill level, an 8. So essentially I'm just trying to make this easier for me to drift, because I suck. You know, I'm terrible. It's just simple as that. No. Stiffen this back up to 35 for less grip, because I think I'm oversteering too much in entry. Yeah, I like this a lot more. It's a little slower, it's not as snappy, so it gives me a little bit of time to determine how I want to drift. Let's actually get you. This is the rail that I crash into a lot. Oh no. Let's try that one more time. Again, I'm just trying to have some fun, that's all. But yeah, the default street drift tuned is a lot more snappier, and for a beginner like me, pretty much, it just feels awful because it's too quick. I have to like respond way too quickly. Dude, if you look at my wheel, it's like super shaky. And based on a set of cores, I was like, this is it's a lot of shaking. Oh. But this is what I like about BeamNG, like there are consequences to messing up. Let's keep going, see what happens. See if I can still drive this thing. It's a lot harder. Okay, let's go back. But yeah, this is what makes BeamNG so fun, dude. Let's do something. What they added recently was, I kind of like how it feels right now, so I'm not gonna play with it too much. I'm gonna adjust my mirrors. I love this, dude. I'm glad they added this because being able to have realistic mirrors like this is just awesome. Bring a little to me. I like to look at the road a little more. And the rear mirror, the rear view mirror, it's incredibly pixelated, and you wanna, if you're doing triple monitors, I think you want to point it out a little more towards you because it's not exactly accurate. And my right mirror, just have it stick out a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And let's not forget to actually, no. I want to paint it a little bit. Lights. I want purple. And black. Purple and black. For now. And then we finally save it. Alright, kind of fixed. Oops. Yeah, let's practice a little bit more. But yeah, I just wanted to less drift with more with the throttle and less with the steering. Because, and I didn't want to like work out as much, you know, so that's the reason why I wanted to tune it the way I want it. Ooh. But here's the problem, like I can't, I have to drive slower in corners like these. And I think I can't link 3 corners. I'm really bad. I'm trying to learn to link 3 corners and figure 8s, but I can't consistently do it yet. And just to warm up, usually I like to go to Son of Corsa and going to Usui, even though I'm not very good at that. There are so many turns, it's ridiculous. But we're in BeamNG now. Okay. Oh man, it's so great to have working mirrors. And I think after I feel comfortable with this, I'm gonna try some time trials with this or something. But yeah, I've only been sim racing for like a year, and mainly playing a set of cores on BeamNG. And obviously, I never got my settings right in BeamNG until today. I never really like thought about it. It's because like set of cores, it just feels way better. Even now, it still feels better, but it's fun to play BeamNG because you can like stall your car. You can like really learn, especially if you don't have like you want to get into like sim racing stuff, but you obviously don't have a sports car to play with. You know, it's like you can crash, destroy your car, and you can stall. You know, just like what I just did right now. And I think having consequences to bad actions, you actually learn. So that's what I want to do. When I started sim racing, I don't know, I bought the Crew Motorfest and Forza Horizon. I didn't enjoy the physics at all. And then they have so many assists and so many settings to just adjust, and it wasn't fun. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people love it, but like if the physics aren't like real enough, like I like the Crew Motorfest for the game modes that they have, you know. The grand races are just super fun, but like you can't spin out in that game until you like. So basically, you know, you say like you're drifting or you're going sideways and unintentionally, the car, like the game will just slap you back the other direction and slap you back, and you don't really spin out, you know, when you should. And just not being able to have control over my car because of that weird mechanic, it just wasn't fun for me at all. And I'm not trying to like drift because like the game's not meant for that. It's really just going fast, and you know, it's more of a grip mindset. But just the fact that it's trying to autocorrect you constantly is just I hate that. So I only played the Crew Motorfest for like a month, and I barely played Forza, and I just kept playing Assetto, going back to Assetto every single time. And BeamNG was a game that just really felt right. Not to mention, like, all these games are just like always online. Right now, dude, like my internet connection, usually around this time, so I play early in the morning a lot because I work night shifts, and for some reason my internet just like doesn't work in the morning right now, ever since the eclipse happened. And it's crazy. A little bit before that too, but oh my god, this feels good. Oh no, but I ruined it. And I don't know. handbrake correction right there. And ever since, I just couldn't play like I tried playing WRC recently, and new title, and you know, I think that's always online too. It's just like Forza Motorsport. I got like I have all these games I can't play, and it sucks. I even got into like Helldivers 2 recently as well, like a couple months ago. I quit for other reasons, but I think I started playing the whatchamacallit game, Pacific Drive, and I had a lot of fun with that, but I didn't keep my playthrough going just because work, overtime, and I was cleaning up this room trying to get my setup a little bit better. Yeah, this feels way better even if I'm driving in like a grid mindset. This feels way better. I think. Maybe not. But maybe I'll get back into that later. But this always online crap, it's ruining it for me. There's no reason why these games should be always online. Like, online should be an option and it should work. That's what I think. You should have like an offline feature just so people can play it. And you know, when I was playing the Crew Motorfest 2, I was just playing by myself, to be honest, because like all the I guess you call it missions, I don't know, that you're doing, you're playing by yourself when you first play them, so and you don't even get to pick your car, right? So I don't know, I just didn't enjoy that. It sucks. Like, currently gaming is just not great, and the fact that I keep going back to Assetto Corsa even, like, before I even got into sim racing, dude, I'm a gacha gamer. Actually, I'm actually a gacha gamer. I'm a weeb, and you know, so I'm used to that always online and rolling on banners and stuff, and that live service mindset. I'm actually used to it, so I'm usually more accepting of it. But like, since I've been having trouble with my internet, I might switch service providers. I don't know yet, but because like it works at night, so I don't know. Okay, I messed up. Something doesn't feel right now. It's upsetting. I don't know, dude. I'm just glad BeamNG is still supporting this game, even though it's actually still in beta, so what they're doing is great. Because I can have so much fun with their game without even being online. And you know what? I screw Ubisoft. I think I'm uninstalling the Crew Motorfest pretty much. And I used to love Assassin's Creed when I was growing up too. I just don't know what they're thinking. They're making single-player games that are just always online. And probably Genshin Impact's to blame too. It's not that bad of a game, but storytelling is pretty bad. If you not storytelling, but the story is good, but they're no, the story is not good. It's like average, but it's not bad. But it's not the fact that the story is good or bad. It kind of doesn't matter if your story's good or bad, but like we don't execute it in a way where people can pay attention to the game. That's the problem. Genshin Impact had bad execution. And a lot of gacha games do, in fact, so it's just like, I don't know. Sim racing is having a lot of just like bad execution in my opinion. Or just like, there's just one thing that's making it bad. Which is, to me, always online. Just don't know why. Especially Forza Motorsport. I just don't know why. It doesn't make sense. I don't know. Might get into retro gaming. I mean, but you know, BeamNG and the subcores are fine, good enough for me. Oh no. I accidentally slowed down the time. You can slow down the time like this. 2 times slower. Yeah. I don't know why I have that bound to my wheel. I shouldn't, but whatever. I don't know, but like Ubisoft's even trying to like say, hey, you should rent games. I don't understand that, and it made me realize like I don't even have a lot of physical media, so I started collecting it. It's crazy. Like sim racing is blown up, I think, like in terms of like content. So it's just like I'm gonna still keep buying these games anyways, even if it's always online. It sucks to say that, but like you know, I want new experiences, so I probably will. And I got, in order to have like control over my media, I got like a DVD player, and I bought like all the initial DVDs, and I might get MF Ghost pretty soon as well. If that comes out for DVD, I don't know yet. But I bought the initial omnibus manga. Oh my god, I'm trying to talk and struggling with this. It's pretty challenging. But yeah, it's been fun, dude, and I decided to collect manga again. Oh crap. Okay. I'm getting tired. Let's actually do something. But you know what? Maybe I'll just end this here and take a quick break and start up a different clip. You know, if you enjoyed hearing me ramble, I don't know, I might do it again. You know what? I might start a series called Drive and Chat and just talk about random things while just throwing my car, my not real car. Let me know what you think about the setup. You know, I got like the selfie cam going on right here. You see my ugly mug. I know there's a light right there that's probably terrible, but I'm using that to light up my hands a little bit, have a little bit of ambient lighting. And kind of set this up so I'm like talking to my passenger. I think one day I'll try to get like bigger, like triple monitors or something. These are 27s, triple 27s. Definitely gonna get bigger monitors one day, but not anytime soon. This works, you know, it's fine. Any bigger monitors will help with this perspective right here. But I don't know. This is fun to me. I like it. Maybe I don't know. If you enjoy this content, definitely comment, like, subscribe. If you enjoy hearing me ramble and you don't like it, I don't know. I guess thumbs up anyways. Just be polite, you know. I'll see you in the next one. I think I'm gonna take a break and make another clip pretty soon, though. Regardless, yeah, I'll see you.